Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tristan Broadon here, and I'm actually in the middle right now of moving house. Right now, I live in like the inner city, so we're moving closer to the beach so I can surf more, which is good. But I thought I'd make a video before we start the moving process, and that is about how to create high converting video ads. So there's three main types of high converting video ads that I see and that I've made, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how to make those with a software called Camtasia. So I honestly think that one of the best investments you can make in your dropshipping business is to go out there and buy Camtasia or buy some type of editing software that is better than like iMovie or Windows Movie Maker, right? So your ability to create high converting video ads is gonna allow you to scale, right? So video ads right now are so much easier to scale than image ads. And if you're able to create good video ads, your CPMs will be much lower. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, cool. So I've got some example video ads here, which I'll show you in a little bit, but I just want to discuss some of the stuff about video ads. So firstly, if you're a dropshipper, you need to be able to make unique video ads that stand out, right? There's so many people whipping the same kind of videos, promoting the same kind of products, and when audiences see the same product and the same video ad over and over again, they get like a thing called banner blindness where they just scroll past the product. So you need to make your video ads stand out. And even if it's like a saturated product, if it's an old product, if you create a new video ad, the audience can be like way more receptive to it and you can get a lot more sales from it if it's unique. So I'm going to go through this first here. So obviously with video ads, the safest bet is to always order the product yourself and film it. But obviously if you're testing a lot of products, that's not going to be doable. So there's a few other sources that you can get them from. So one is the AliExpress suppliers. So a lot of suppliers, especially if you have a good relationship for them, if you request them to film a video of the product, they likely will do that. And my supplier will always film a product and send me the raw video files, and then I can edit them together. So that's why it's really important to have a good relationship with your supplier. And then some AliExpress suppliers will also do this. If you go and message them and say, hey, I'm about to sell like 50 orders a day or 100 orders a day, and I really need a video of this product, sometimes they'll go and make the video for you, but you've got to like entice them and say that I'm about to do lots of volume. So yeah, you can message them and ask them that way. And then also, sometimes on the AliExpress product pages, they'll actually have videos there which you can take, but I'd be a bit careful because some of them can be copyrighted, so just make sure the video isn't copyrighted. So another way is to just take the images from the AliExpress product listing, right? And then you can just edit them together as a slideshow. Slideshows can work really, really well, especially if you have text overlay on them, which I'll talk about later. Right, so product-focused YouTube videos. So taking YouTube videos and compiling together is a little bit risky. If you do take YouTube videos, I don't recommend just copying a video and turn it into an ad. I recommend copying like a bunch of videos and that ideally don't show like any person in it. It's just all product-focused, right? Like if you go down this route of taking YouTube videos, I recommend only take product-focused YouTube videos. So that's when the camera is like zoomed in on the product and you can't see any people in it and you actually credit the owner. So say if the YouTube user the name is like Crazy Girl or something, in the ad you have like @CrazyGirl down the bottom, so you credit the owner that's used it. So I've got here, do not rip videos from other businesses. This can get your ad account banned, especially if like a company has made a video of an ad and you swipe it completely. Your ad account can get shut down from copyright. So I always recommend like be unique and create like your own stuff other than just like ripping something straight away. So audio sources. Facebook free audio collection has an awesome collection for audio, and then these are sounds that you can use on your video, and there's heaps of them there, and they've got like a really good sound collection. The next one is emojis, image sources. So sometimes in your video ads you want to use like emojis and sometimes even like images. If you're doing this, I recommend going to Google search and then like use labeled for reuse as a filter, so you can see which ones you're allowed to actually take and reuse in your videos. And so the three highest converting video types here. So these two, so this one here and this second one here, these are the two that I use the most. And then this third one down here can actually be quite good, but it's good to split test it once you have a winning video ad creative. So the first one is letterboxing with text and emojis. So this here is letterboxing, right? So it's like a letterbox. You've got one rectangle at the top and one rectangle down the bottom, and then you can also have videos that just have one, so like one up here, none down here, or one down here and none up there. And yeah, so what you do is you put like an emoji at the front and the back of the text, and then it literally just plays. And this letterboxing stays. And what happens is when people are scrolling through their feed, they're much more likely to stop if we have letterboxing. I've split tested this against a lot of other creatives, and the CTRs with the ones letterboxing are as much higher. So text overlay slide-ins. Okay, yeah, so with the letterboxing as well, it's best if it's like a passion or a viral product where you don't actually need to explain the product. Like this Sloth Tea Infuser, right? It's such a simple product that you don't need to explain it. So these like letterboxing things work here really well. So text overlay slide-ins is basically when you have text that slides into the video, like a little animation, and these are really good for like gadgets or products where you have to explain the benefits of them. So I'll give you an example here. So this is an automatic guitar tuner, and so it's like these text overlay here are explaining how the product works. And another thing here is that these work really well if you like highlight like a word or a couple words with a different color, because it makes it stand out much more. And then the last, so those two types of video creative are usually the ones that I'll test with, right? And say if I find a winning ad creative, right, then it's really good to test this type of video image. I'll test against a video image hybrids. This is a video image hybrid. These sometimes like can work super well, or they just completely flop. But this is a pretty funny product, but I'm going to show you this here. So this is from the Facebook sound collection. So this is from the Facebook sound collection, but you see we've got video playing on the bottom of the screen. Then at the top of the screen, you've got images up here of the product. And like, yeah, I've seen like this work really well in some campaigns, and others it doesn't. You need like both good images and good video. But yeah, it's just placing like video and images together in the frame. Alright, cool. I just had to go get something to eat, but now I'm going to show you how to create these ads on Camtasia. So the first thing I'm going to show you is letterboxing. So I've downloaded this clip from an AliExpress product page. So the product is a yoga stretch belt. So in order to letterbox it, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to right click here, I'm going to go project settings. I'm going to go fit to visible, and then I'm going to go custom. And so from here, I'm going to make the canvas a little bit bigger, so that we have room to put on a letterbox. So I'm going to letterbox the top. I'm not going to do the top and bottom. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to move this down here. And what I want to do now is put a white letterbox thingy up the top here and cover that off there. And then I want to take off the drop shadow. And I want to remove the outline and just leave it all white. Alright, so you can see here we can type whatever we want up here. So what I'm also going to do is I'm going to find a cool little emoji that relates to the product. So I'm going to type in yoga. So we're going to type in yoga emoji. I'm going to go to images. And I'm going to put on the filter, which is labeled for reuse, which is here. And then I don't know if there'll be any like cool yoga stuff here. This is pretty cool. So I'm going to put this in at the top. So I usually just go visit the product page, and I usually type in commercial up here to see if I can use it for commercial. So it says here, a great photo you can use for free for many different purposes, including commercial products. So this is like a product that's labeled for reuse, so it's okay to take this for use. So I'm going to drag it in to our canvas here, and just going to put it there. I mean, you can use emojis or like any other like kind of like free artwork here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to invert it over here. Type in 180 here to invert it. I'll take it a bit off here, a bit off here, and then for the text, just have the product name. We can put in like a fatter font. You can use like this. You want like a bold sort of font here. So that is how you letterbox something. And I mean, like, you can, like, these look okay, but you can also use emojis here to like get like a better response. These look like, you can, if we went back to here, we could type in like love emoji, and usually these work really well. Like if you put this sort of stuff in there instead, but sometimes, I mean, these can work. Obviously you got to test it. But what we do now is we want to drag this across the whole part of our timeline. So now when we play the video, this is there, it stays there. So that is how to letterbox. Right, cool. So now if we want to add in sliding text overlays, what we do is we come to annotations, then we come here, right? We'll drag this on screen, and usually you always want to make these black. It's easy to read. So you want to come here. I don't ever have the outline. I'll just turn it to white. And usually I'll remove the drop shadow as well. We'll make this black, fill black, and then the outline black. And then for the text, we want the text white. Make it a bit smaller. So you can say like here, say like introducing the yoga stretch belt, right? So we pull this up. Usually it's better if you select like a bolded sort of text, and we'll left align it, sorry. And so now if we play this, there won't be any animation on it. It will just appear, right? So we play it now, it just appears. So we want it to slide in. So if we go up to behaviors, we want to go here, apply sliding effect. Then we want to come here, and we don't want any during effect, so we go none. And for the sliding in, I usually put like 90, and out I'll put 90 as well. And the best thing to do is to always have this text appear within the first second, so it captures people's attention, right? So if we go now, it slides in. We want to slide out quite quickly, right? That's too quick. And we put it up here away from like the actual product. So if we play it now, that's how we want it to look like. And then we just have to copy and paste this, right? And it will come in. So the first one you can say like introducing whatever the product is. The second, you can say like a benefit. So it makes you 5 times more flexible, or like whatever the benefit is you want to say. And then you keep copying this along and pasting it, and you can have it go over again. So that's the sliding text overlay. So there you go. Sweet. So I haven't done a tutorial in a while, so if you like that, definitely leave a like and a comment. And then also, if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more videos like this, hit that notification bell. And then next time I see you, I'll have a completely different background because I'll be in a new house. And I'll also give you a little tour of that house if you want it. So yeah, leave a comment and I'll see you in the next video.